What is up, guys? Dave back again for another trucking vlog. Oh, I'm back at it, man. I am back at it. I already hear the comments now. I thought you quit trucking. I quit OTR regional and all that crappy trucking. I wasn't against getting a local job. That's actually was kind of my plan, was to find, you know, a local job that I actually enjoyed. And Dave is back in a Kenworth, bro. I am in a Kenworth doing flatbed at a job site right now, which is actually kind of a little sketchy place that I just come to. And yes, I have a forklift on the back of my truck, a Navigator 5500. This is a little this is out in the middle of freaking nowhere, dude. Like really, it's really way out here, kind of. Yeah, I'm the only person in here. I figured this was a good time to do like an intro video of what I'm doing now. As you can see, this is it. Flatbed, Kenworth, doing building materials. I work for Dufresne Building Materials, which is my company. And yeah, they are cool with me like doing this. So I'm like, cool, you know, I can make some videos here. I'm gonna actually start at the next load when I'm going to take a load to Ocean Springs, Mississippi. That's where I'm gonna kind of start the video. I'll just tell y'all, man, I did concrete truck for a little while. So I learned how to do concrete truck, joined a local company here doing concrete around this area. I learned how to do it. It was like a month-long training, like 3 to 4 weeks. Mine was like 4 weeks of training doing concrete. And I hated every minute of it. Even when I got my own truck and got on my own and was able to do it, I absolutely hated it. I was miserable, absolutely miserable doing concrete. And I thought it would get better. And the day before I quit, I actually asked one of the other drivers, I said, hey man, does this ever get any easier? And he's like, yeah, he's like, but it's a pretty damn stressful job and, you know, whatnot, and was explaining to me. I absolutely hated it, guys. Hated it, hated it, hated it. And I eventually couldn't take it anymore. I was miserable. I was really miserable. A couple of you guys on my Snapchat were like, Dave, I do concrete truck. It's the best job I ever had. Well, it just goes to show you that not everything is for everybody. Now I am doing another construction job, basically, delivering building materials. Sometimes this truck is stacked up with lumber and building materials up to the top, sometimes above on the headache rack there. Absolutely love this. I absolutely love this job. Like I have fun doing it. I enjoy coming to work every day. It is a complete 180 from the concrete truck. And this is what I'm doing now, man. This is what I'm doing. Once again, I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to start this video with me going to a job site in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. I am back home now, if y'all didn't know. I'm back living in Biloxi, Mississippi, have my own place down here now, have a job, and I'm finally settled. I even have a cat. Her name's Molly. I have a cat. Yeah, so anyways, guys, all right, I'm going to cut this. Let's go take a drive with a load. And we're gonna go do a delivery so y'all can kind of see what that's about, I guess. Google Maps is correct. It looks like where we're gonna have to bring this stuff is gonna be where all of the workers' vehicles and trailers and everything is. So it might be a fun one here. I had a feeling this is what it was gonna be. So this is the street here to the right. I don't know if y'all can see, but there's gonna be cars stacked up down that road. Oh yeah, exactly how it was last time I was here. So instead of turning in there and having to squeeze through in the big truck, we're gonna pass it up and take this second right up here. And then we're gonna have to park somewhere over here. And my product is all on the right side. So up here on the left, I can just kind of park along the street, and that's where I can grab everything. I don't know. I wonder if I should park over here just because of, I really don't want to have to back down this. Well, you know what? We're gonna take a nice long forklift drive, dude. Because I do not want to have to back around this little curvy curve here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna park way back. The delivery is over there where they're building on that street. So I'm gonna back up here, get along the curb, and then we're just gonna take a nice long, you know, forklift drive all the way to where the product gets dropped. But what we're gonna do first is we're gonna walk over there and make sure we know where we're going to. Make sure that it's over there, and then we'll know exactly what we're getting into. Hopefully it's a house that has room to drop product, because there's not a lot of room here, I promise y'all. And I may have to ask some guys to move cars. We'll see. Alright guys, we're gonna hop out. Yes, I got a haircut. I no longer have long hair. I actually got a haircut before I even moved back to Mississippi. Shortly after I got back from Alaska, maybe like 2 weeks after I got back from Alaska. I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So, you know what would help is if I had my paperwork or knew what lot I'm looking for. You know what I mean? That would really help, Dave. You know? I need to know what lot I'm freaking going to. No. All right, it's job 1013. That is the good news about having a forklift, is that you're always able to kind of get into most places. Even some places are so tight you can barely get the damn forklift in there. But like, you can just park your truck wherever. Your truck really doesn't have to go off-road like ever. You know what I mean? That forklift's way more capable anyways of not getting stuck. Oh, we got a Dufresne. I think that's a Dufresne sheetrock truck with the boom on it. They asked me if I wanted to do sheetrock with the boom and be a boom operator, and I was like, not really. I really do not want to freaking deal with sheetrock. So that's 212. Wait, that's 10, 15, 14, 13. So it's probably going to be this one that's wrapped with this OS lumber thing. Let's see here. Yeah, that's 14 and this is 13. This is good. I might be able to get in. No, maybe. All right, so we're gonna have to have them move their cars because I can't get through here. Yeah, I don't know where they're gonna want me to put it, so I'm gonna have to ask them and see if they can move their cars. Yeah, I cannot fit through there like that. There's no way the Moffett is gonna fit through there. There's no other way I can go in either. Nope. All right, guys, so I just talked to a guy who was out here I was like, do you know whose cars these are? He's like, yeah. So he grabs his phone, try to call him, can't get in touch with him. So now he's walking around looking for the amigos that own those cars, so then they can move them, because there's no way I can do it. Funny thing is, the boom truck is here. These guys are out of Slidell, Louisiana with Dufresne also, my company, and they have to have a silver truck move to be able to get the boom to boom it into a window. So the boom truck, you know, brings big like 12-foot sheetrock slabs. There's the boom truck right there. 12-foot sheetrock on there that they have to boom up to an upstairs window, because they're not carrying it up the stairs. They have to boom it up to a window like that, right? And then the guys go upstairs and they pull the sheetrock off of the boom, you know, and that's that. So he's hitting the block now and just giving them time to move that truck. And And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get the Moffett down and get my first pallet that I'm bringing over there. And yeah, they're gonna move those cars for me, and then we'll just put it wherever we can, because he was like, I was like, where do you want me to put it? He was like, well, the sheetrock's already done in this house, so it's really not gonna be in the way, so just put it wherever, you know, in that front yard, basically. But yeah, left my damn lights on. Should have turned them off, but it's only been 10 minutes, it'd be all right. So now we're gonna go ahead and unstrap. Let's turn my lights off first. We're gonna unstrap and get ready to get this done, man. Look, I bought some GoPro mounts, so I had some extra mounts and stuff. You know, it was the same thing at the concrete place, because it's also construction zones, you know, and you just never know what to expect. But I'll admit, it was a little easier at construction zones, because the contractors for the concrete usually kind of had a path cleared for you, right? Like, they knew you were coming, they already had everything formed up, and so, you know, it was like, yeah, we'll have everything ready for you when you get there. But here, nobody's ready for you, nobody has a path for you. They know you have a forklift, so they assume that, you know, you'll be able to get it where it needs, or they just don't care, one or the other, you know what I mean? So it's just how it goes sometimes, man. It's just how it goes. All right, so now I'm going to show y'all how we roll up our straps really easily. So you get it straight, right? Hopefully nobody comes. And instead of, look how long you would have to sit here and crank this with your hand to get this to roll. It would take forever. So we have these little tools here, which, I don't know if you ever kind of use like a car jack, kind of the same thing. So you just kind of, and it rolls it up. I can go faster than that, but I was just trying to show y'all. But you can actually roll them up just like that. And then, boom, tighten it, and then she's done. So it's a really neat way. Let's see how fast I can do it with this one. I just like getting them straight first. Nobody's coming. That one's in the way. Let's see. All right, see how fast we can do it. You ready? Look at that, done. Yeah, I love this little thing. It's basically what it's made for. That just makes your life that much easier than hand rolling these all up. So, you know, I never knew if I would like flatbed. I always tried to stay away from it. A lot of y'all would ask me, Dave, when are you gonna do flatbed? Why don't you try flatbed, Dave? And I did not like the sound of tarping loads. I know y'all are probably like, oh, it ain't that bad or whatever, but it's I don't know, like maybe, yeah, on a day like this when it's beautiful and ain't really that big of a deal, but y'all know you're gonna have those windy ass, rainy days, snowy days, all of that. And I just really do not want to tarp loads when it's windy as hell, when it's raining, when, you know. And I know flatbedders like, oh, come on, don't be a puss. But no, it's just, that's not something I really wanted to do. You know what I mean? I could imagine my little ass getting blown off the damn thing with a tarp like a damn parachute. Yeah, I could just see myself getting blown right off the bed of the truck. Y'all imagine? Y'all imagine my little ass trying to tarp a load? I know there's people that do it, but I just didn't feel. I like swinging doors, man. I like swinging doors. But let me tell you, after I've done this type of flatbed, with these building materials, not having a tarp, mostly just strap, sometimes you got a little labor, sometimes you got some windows you gotta take off of a rack, right? They put like windows and doors on these big blue racks. Sometimes you gotta actually carry big doors with trim or windows into a garage or upstairs or whatever. Sometimes you have to do that. I will admit, it's can be labor intensive, but they send a helper with you, which is really nice. So Dufresne is really good about sending a helper with the driver, not making the driver just do all of this stuff himself, because it's really hard to, you know, some of these doors are really heavy. Some of the doors that are exterior doors are super heavy. I'm gonna have a long ass forklift ride to deliver all this, dude. I should have just went up there, man. I still can. I don't have to strap these just to go 5 miles an hour up there. I can drive up there, get a little closer, but to hell with it. We'll just take a little ride, man. We'll just take a little ride. Now I gotta, so what you do, I'm gonna show y'all how basically this works. So let me actually turn it off real quick so y'all can actually hear me. So basically the process is for getting the forklift off, right? So the forks are all the way into the bed here. So like we really can't fall off of this thing, right? Until our tires are on the ground and we pull the forks out. So we're fine. First order of business when I start, I lift my ass end way up. So we're gonna make the forks, you know, tilt to make my ass end go up. Then we're gonna go up, you know, raise the forks, well, push the forks down, which raises my forklift up, basically. We're gonna bring our forklift up over the little metal, you know, things that the hook sits on. So it brings it up. Then we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna bring ourselves down to put the tires on the ground. So that's basically what I'm gonna do. I don't know how well this GoPro picks up on this. I'll learn once I listen to the video back, but I have no clue because I've never done this before for video. So, all right, so we're gonna bring our ass end up, which it already is. Then we're gonna bring the forklift up. There we go. Now the hooks are above where they catch. Now we're gonna go backwards. So now going all the way back, and we're not going, see, the forks are just, they're still in the thing. So we're just getting pushed back as if we're moving our forks out, basically. And once that's done, boom, now we're gonna go down. Now we're going down, going down, going down. All right, wheels are on the ground now. Now we're gonna tilt down because we're not all the way down yet. We gotta put our back wheel down. Now the back wheel is down. Now we should be able to pull out. We should, if my forks aren't jammed up in there. They are jammed up in there, so let's see. We're gonna try to go tilt that up, tilt down. There we go. Now lift them up a little bit. There we go. Now, there we go. Now we're on it, boy. I need to put a camera on this thing. That'd be cool. A different view, you know? I don't want to poke what's underneath it, so we got to be careful here. There we go. There we go. All right. Back. Go. Bring it back to me for safety. Make sure that it's all the way back and it's tilted all the way back. And boom. Now we gotta drive it all the way over there. We have a fun little drive, man. I'm gonna bring it down. There's no reason for it to be that high. All the way down, pretty much. And now we just gonna drive. Now we just cruising, man, all the way to the house we gotta go to. There we go. Now we have all the room in the world. Yep, see, they moved these cars for me, thankfully, which is nice, thankfully. Little pallet right over here, actually, by itself. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna put this little pallet over here by itself behind the signpost, and then that'll leave me, I can put one of the big long things right here. See, I can kind of get my Moffett up and turn it and swing it to where it's kind of sitting here. And then he said I'm not really blocking anything. I could kind of put the other one right here, honestly. So one long one here, one long one there, I think. Let's see. Second one. and then the pallet over there. I mean, I could have kind of put the pallet on the corner here too, you know, but I didn't know if I wanted to put something like this, you know, so that's why I was like, let me just put the pallet over here kind of out of the way. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stick with that and put it here. Might be more difficult for them to grab it, but that stuff's not heavy, so it is what it is. Right. There we go. That's where that pallet went. That's one pallet down. On to the next. Well, I pulled over here because there was a pickup truck over there with a trailer that was coming, but he just stopped. So I guess he ain't coming this way. I was gonna pull over here and let him make the turn. Anyways, yeah, I don't know how much y'all can hear when I'm on this thing, but I just want to say that, like, this is my job now, and I love it. I'm home every day, man. The normal hours are 6 to 3, but a lot of times we work. Yeah, he was coming through here, and I was letting him. But a lot of times we work past 3. You know, I actually didn't get off till 6:30 Friday, so there's a lot of room for overtime, which is nice too, which is time and a half. Just trying to lower my forks a little bit. It's easier to move them if they're lowered and they're not super, I should have tilted them more forward too. They're not tilted enough, but, oh, he's good. He's just parking right there. All right. There we go. Go ahead and get those spread. I don't think these things really do anything. I feel like they're always unlocked. My trainer's one had a different, it had like a little switch that you like flipped up and down, and it locked them. I don't think these ever really lock. I don't think. Maybe they do. I don't know. If y'all know, y'all tell me. Such a pain in the ass to move these sometimes though. There we go. All right, they're spread as far as they'll go now. I think this is locked, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter. They're not gonna move. All right, and now let's go get our big pallet. We're gonna have to go around his truck now. So we're gonna have to pick up really high, you know what I mean, to get around everything. There we go, boom. Now we gotta put these stabilizers down because this stuff is heavy. Stabilizers are down. This will tilt me over if I did not do that. Now we're gonna lean back, which is also gonna kind of pick it up. We're gonna pick it up a little bit, get it onto the Moffett. And now we're gonna pull back to ourselves, make sure nothing's catching, everything looks good. And as long as it's all the way back and it's tilted all the way back, it's not gonna tip me over, allegedly. All right, we're good. We're good. I just wanted to make sure, man. All right, yep, we're all the way back. Stabilizers are up, and I can't see the bed. I don't want to hit the bed when I spin. I can't see it, but I should be higher since I picked it up off the bed. Can't see, so we're gonna drop this down so I can see. There we go. All right, gotta go drop this somewhere. Then we got one more pallet and we're done. Easy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I don't know if y'all can hear me, to hell with it. I'm still gonna talk. I like talking. All right, so we're gonna have to lift this up now because we gotta get around this truck, and we don't want to hit those that little fencing over there. So we're gonna have to go high here. High is a little more iffy because, you know, it's not as stable. I can't see because of this freaking stuff. We're gonna go over this truck. There we go. We also got another truck up here that we have to get around, so I'm just gonna leave it up here because it is what it is. She's gonna take these turns nice and easy since she's way up there. Oh, there's a pickup truck coming. All right. Come on, dude. Just come on and get out of the way. Come on, bro. I gotta get down there. There we go. Thanks, man. That was one of our salesmen or worker or something. He had a Dufresne shirt on, so yeah, he gave me a thumbs up. That was somebody with our company because I saw the shirt. All right, got to get over this truck and the garbage container. So we're way up there now, if y'all can see. Now we got to be very careful because we don't want to drop this on a car or smack a car or anything like that. So just gonna take it nice and easy here, nice and easy. There we go. Get on through here. All right. Now we're gonna keep her up a little bit because we got to get over this stuff up here, sort of. Let's see. Drop it a little bit, and I also got a seat, so I leave it up so I can freaking see. All right, now we can start bringing her down to ground level. All right, I'm gonna try to go really easy. I'm gonna drop this down because I'm about to go over this bump here, so I want to drop this down to make it more stable. You know what I mean? Now that I don't need to go over anything, and up and up. There we go, nice and easy. Nice and easy. All right. I'm gonna put this one over here, actually. This one will actually fit right here, boys. Right here. This one will fit. So we don't hit that. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Oh. Yeah, I'm actually changed my mind. I'm gonna put it right. I'm just gonna set it right here, man. That's perfect, actually. So my stabilizers might sink in here. I need to find like some wood to put under my stabilizers. They have any like little pieces of wood? Usually you can find some. Just because it really worries me when, of course, there's nothing around here when I need one. I mean, there's big 2x4s there, but I didn't really want to grab those. Let's see if they got anything that's already cut a little bit. God dang it. I'm kind of... Oh. Bam. I'll put it back. I will put it back. This is what I wanted. Let's see if they got... Here we go. I'll put both of these back. They probably don't need them, but we're going to use them anyways, just to make sure that I don't sink into this ground here. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure that that's actually gonna catch. Let's see. Oh yeah, absolutely perfect. Yeah, we're good. Drop down back just a little bit. I'm just being extra safe, man. Oh. Look how much, look. Do y'all see why I just did what I did? Without this, I would have, I mean, that's how far it went down. Look at that. Yeah, my stabilizers would have went down this and I would have went forward, 100%. It's exactly why I looked for this. This one, not so bad over here, but over there was way softer. This is exactly why I just did what I did. And I'm gonna keep these here for when I bring the next one. I broke this piece, but they don't need it. Everything's already done in there. It was like for the stairs and stuff. It's like they don't need it. But that is exactly why I do that, and I need to keep some boards on my truck just for that situation, because not everywhere has some boards sitting around. Most of the time, but not everywhere. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna freak out. Nobody wants to tip over, guys. Nobody wants to tip over. Oh my God, those bend a lot. This one, I think I'm just gonna set over here. Yeah, just right here. Do this. I'll just drop it right there. We're gonna use our wood again though, because I know that's very soft. So. Here. Go. There we go. All right. That should do us pretty good. We'll see how far those sink down. Bring it down. They'll start sinking once it extends out. That's when all the weight's going to be going up ahead of it. Then they'll start sinking into the ground. Go ahead and put it down. And down. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Do a little donut here, you know what I mean? I like this job, man. I like this job, for real. So, I'm gonna grab the hardware that I have to drop off here that I almost forgot. Luckily, I opened it. They say that this happens a lot, where guys have hardware inside of the cab of the truck, and they totally forget. They bring it back to the office, and then of course you gotta bring it back, or they give you another load coming around or something, you know. I guess just throw it right there, it's fine. I was thinking about taking a thumbnail picture for the first video. The people I work with that do frames gonna watch this first video and be like, no wonder it took him so long to get back. He's out here taking pictures and doing this, that, and the other. There we go. That's a perfect thumbnail right there, dude. That actually looks pretty sick. So it'll kind of be like a show of like what I do, you know, the flatbed Kenworth, this. That'll be a sweet one. All right, guys, let's go drop this stuff off, and we are done with our first load of the day.